Today, December 1, is World AIDS Day, and with the advent of the novel coronavirus, the Trinidad-based Caribbean Public Health Agency, CARPA, says people living with HIV are at a high risk of medical complications and death due to the COVID-19 pandemic. CARPA says in a systemic review summarizing 25 studies on COVID-19 patients, 252 are living with HIV. Two-thirds had mild to moderate symptoms. We sat down with local HIV/AIDS NGO, Jamaica AIDS Support for Life, to keep abreast with the local data. Jamaica AIDS Support for Life says they have not had any reports of positive COVID-19 cases within their membership. However, there have been positive cases of HIV.
As of September of this year, we've tested 3,951 persons, both key population and general population, and with that number, we had 74 positives to that date.
Social media coordinator Chad Morgan says persons living with HIV should, like all Jamaicans, adhere to the safety protocols ordered by the government to limit the spread of COVID-19.
Following the basic infection prevention controls measures such as washing your hands, wearing a mask, social distancing, then you should be fine. But if it is that you're not on medication and you know that you're HIV positive, then you'd be immunocompromised, and as such you are at a greater risk of having severe impact from contracting COVID-19. So we want to encourage persons, come to Jamaica AIDS Support for Life to get on treatment. Now is the time to do so.
JASL is the oldest AIDS-focused human rights non-government organization in Jamaica dedicated to persons living with HIV and AIDS and those vulnerable to HIV infection. JASL usually hosts various activities to mark World AIDS Day annually. But this year, COVID-19 has forced the NGO to adapt to the times. They're hosting a virtual fair on all their social media platforms and drive-through testing across the island.
So in Kingston, at Sovereign on the Boulevard, you're able to come in and get your testing done. And then in St. Anne, you may go to the Great House Pharmacy parking lot. And in Montego Bay is the Fairview Shopping Center at the Scotiabank parking lot. And it's just drive through, pull up, you get your test done in 15 to 20 minutes, you get your results and you're out of there.
Policy and Advocacy Officer at JASL, Patrick Layla, says the day's activities will culminate with a live vigil.
We'll be inviting people to join us on all our social media platforms where they can participate in the vigil, hold their candle wherever they are and light it, and we'll just have a few persons in this space in terms of those officiating and a few of our board directors and so on. But this vigil, an important part of it is the calling of the quilts, which is when we actually call the names through the years, year by year, coming up to 2020. They will call the names of all those who have passed.